Hey, it's Jason from Pro Guitar Studio. Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at a really simple exercise to get your thumb, index, and middle finger picking for you. So if you're used to finger picking, this is a great exercise to get those moving, maybe a good warm-up. If you've never done finger picking, even just the first two chords here could be a great way to get into this. And we're going to use not just two fingers, we're going to use thumb, index, and middle finger on our picking hand, okay? So let's just dive right in. We'll start with the first chord. It's really simple. It's one note. It's the third fret on the low E string. I'm using my ring finger here. That's a G note. And our thumb is going to pick string number 6, okay? So starting off with the low E string, index finger, string number 4 or the D string, middle finger, string number 2 or the B string. I know it's hard to see that string on here because I have nylon strings, but I'm picking string number 6, 4, 2. So this right here, we have a G note, we have a D note, and a B note. And those three notes make up the G major chord. So the first chord shape, it's just one finger on our picking hand because that's all we need. You could hold the whole chord if you're used to playing like a full 3-finger G, but you don't need to. You can just play that one finger. And we're gonna do that 4 times. Now, just to back it up a bit here, we're picking in 12/8 time, which means 12/8 notes per measure. Easier way to think about it would be like 4 groups of triplets or 4 groups of 3. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if you think about that to begin with, that gives us our pulse. Now, as you think of the pattern as we go through here, the strong beat is on the thumb. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So each strong beat, every beat that we count is on that thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next chord is an A minor, and we're just going to put the middle finger on fret number 2 of the D string, or string number 4, and our index finger on fret number 1 of the B string, or string number 2, sorry. So second fret, string 4, first fret, string 2. Thumb on the A string, index finger on the D string, middle finger on the B string. So same pattern as before, but the thumb is now moved down for that first note to the A string. And same thing 4 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from the G again, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4. Now this chord here is, we're picking A, E, and C, and those 3 notes spell out the A minor chord, okay? Next up, I'm gonna do a F power chord here. We're gonna go ring finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret, pinky finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret, so A and D strings, 3rd fret. Same picking pattern, so string 5, 4, and first finger on the C note, which is fret number 1 on the B string, or string number 2. And those 2 notes together just make up the F5 power chord, or an inverted F power chord. But it's going to sound really nice because we're going to resolve that to a C chord. And so basically pinky finger comes off, middle finger goes down on string number 4. So you have this. To C. To slow it down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the really cool thing with that F chord, if we go back to that shape and we leave the 3rd string open, we get an F sus2 chord. It's a really nice sounding chord. The official name for that is F sus2 over C, or F sus2/C. You can also think about this as a C sus4. So those 2 chords are the same thing, F sus2 over C or C sus4. The reason why I'm calling this F sus2 is because the bass note is an F, not a C, okay? So in terms of composing that, I was thinking of G, A minor, F, C. Although you could do G, A minor, C sus4, C. But yeah, I'm thinking about it more as the F as the bass note. So from the beginning again, so we have the G, A minor, we only need those 2 fingers, F5, to a C, And as you pick through this, most important thing is getting the thumb, index, and middle finger working for you. So try to make sure it is, when you're playing it, your brain might tell you you're using those fingers, but what often happens, I'll find students doing this, they think they're doing this, and they're going like thumb, thumb, index, or they might just be doing thumb, thumb, thumb. Because a lot of times you're thinking so much of the fretting hand and not thinking about the fingers, or even if you're thinking of the fingers, your brain is telling you the wrong information. So part of it, just make sure you look at your hand. Try to make sure you're using thumb, index, and then middle. The whole purpose here is to try to get those fingers moving for you in a nice roll, and it's going to be useful in a variety of situations. So songs that utilize these, it could be, so many finger picking songs out there. So you're just trying to get those fingers moving independently. And again, we're going back to our G, A minor, F5 over C to a C major. Now with your hand, you can do two things. One is you can float the hand in the air, anchor up here on the guitar. Or if you're comfortable with this, and this is something that you do out of habit, I actually anchor my pinky finger on the guitar down here just to hold my hand upright. That might feel awkward for some of you, but I just want to point that out in case you're doing that. You don't have to feel like you're doing anything completely wrong. And in terms of classical technique, you wouldn't want to do that in that sense. But for a lot of finger picking, I just end up anchoring my pinky finger if I'm not using my ring finger. So once that ring finger gets in the picture, it can be sort of awkward. Or just straight floating. So tons of songs this will be useful for. Have some fun with this. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'd love to hear what you think about this. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos like this each week, and I'll see you soon.